Oh, Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Hopefully you guys are all having an amazing day today and everything's going well and you are healthy, happy, and all that good stuff, and all that can be achieved with using Coach Rock on G Fuel. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for using Coach Rock for the different enough. But anyways, today I wanted to talk about the top 5 most favorite summer G Fuel flavors in my personal opinion. So I've got them all lined up. They're all covered, so you can't see them yet, but these are all lined up. I took some time into this one. I taste tested them all, really got in depth and really tried to see what is the most refreshing summertime G Fuel flavor in my personal opinion. Of course, this is not every opinion on the internet combined. However, I am going to leave a poll down below in the description. Click that top link where you can vote on your favorite, most refreshing flavor out of these that I picked. I want to see my top favorite refreshing flavor versus yours. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. I'm also going to do some honorable mentions here, and let's go ahead and jump into that. So some of my honorable mentions would be, the first one is Snow Cone. This is one of my what am I trying to say, guys? I don't know. This is one that didn't quite make it into the top 5, but it's very good. It's a candy flavor, and this one and bubblegum almost got into the honorable mention just because bubblegum's really good, but I don't feel like it's just that good enough for a summer flavor. It's really good for a candy flavor, but for summer day flavor, I don't think it quite makes it into the list. But another mention here is Dub Melon Mint. I feel like Dub Melon Mint is such a refreshing flavor. However, the mint is very controversial. Dude, my language is bare minimum. My big words are not doing well today, guys. But Dub Melon got into the mentions, but didn't quite get into the top 5. Another one that got into the mentions, but not the top 5, is Cherry Limeade. Really good flavor. Absolutely love it. Super refreshing, but it's a little bit too bitter to be super refreshing. Another mention that we have here, Peach Iced Tea. One of my favorite flavors. Probably my favorite flavor. Not sure. I gotta do updated top 5 all G Fuel flavors soon here. But Peach Iced Tea is just an amazing flavor, but unfortunately, it is refreshing, but Peach Iced Tea, I can admit myself, it can be a bit dry and bitter because you have that tea in there. So I don't think it's as refreshing as some other flavors. Now this one you'd think would be in the list, but you'll find out why once we go through that list. Here it is, Hype Sauce. Still gotta mention, but not in the top 5. It's an amazing flavor. It's an amazing flavor to start with. I'd recommend picking up the new tub with Coach Rock. It's just an overall amazing flavor, but I don't think what you'll notice here, we'll take a look at the flavors that we have here, and you'll find out why we didn't choose Hype Sauce. So before we go ahead and jump into this top 5, let's get a quick little taste rundown. Let me refresh my memory and make sure my lineup is correct. All right, so first one on the list, you guys don't know what it is yet, but
refreshing.
Next one up.
Quite refreshing.
Next one up.
Must I say more refreshing?
Even more refreshing.
The most refreshing.
Alright, so coming in at the number 5 spot on my top 5 of the most refreshing summer G Fuel flavors in 2020, we are starting with this one, ladies and gentlemen, is guava. So guava, ladies and gentlemen, is a fruit that I've never had personally. I have had some jams and stuff and good stuff like that from guava, but I've never had the fruit. But for some reason, guava is just so refreshing. This is what the tub looks like. It's still available. This flavor is inspired by Castro. This fruit is just so amazing. It's usually a more southern Mexican heritage type of fruit. So it is native from the South. So with that being said, I mean, the fruit itself, it's interesting how the fruits from a more hotter climate tend to be more refreshing. So that's really interesting. But guava making my number 5 spot. Now coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Type O, ladies and gentlemen. Now Type O, I'm not sure what it is about Type O, but for some reason, it might just be my nostalgia feeling from Type O, but something about Type O is so refreshing. I came inside from washing my car in like 90 degrees yesterday, and gosh darn, did this Type O help me big time. It tasted amazing. I don't know what it is. Type O came out during E3 of last year. When I was at E3, it was always hot there over in California. And I got to have Type O for the first time. And something about that memory with the heat, with the Type O, it just feels refreshing to me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably wondering, Shock, what is your number 3 spot? Well, ladies and gentlemen, my number 3 spot is Bahama Mama, ladies and gentlemen. That is my number 3 spot. Here we go. Bahama Mama. Now, Bahama Mama is just a very good flavor. I don't know what it is about it, but Roman Atwood, you knocked it out of the park here with G Fuel. I mean, let me tell you, it's not bitter at all. Like when I'm drinking it, there's nothing, there's no bitterness. It's just all sweet, refreshing, and that's what I love about it. Absolutely love the coconut and the orange and the pineapple. Such a good mix, and that's why it deserves the number 3 spot in the most refreshing G Fuel flavor lineup for this summer. Now, probably wondering, Shock, number 2 spot. This is getting pretty heated here. What's your number 2 spot? So, number 2 spot is, ladies and gentlemen, Nemesis Iced Tea. Okay, this one. Now, this one won over Peach Iced Tea, and you're probably wondering, Shock, how did this win over Peach Iced Tea? Well, there's a simple reason to why this won over Peach Iced Tea. The reason is Nemesis Iced Tea is less bitter and more sweet of a tea. Peach Iced Tea is more of a real, like, bitter, dry tea taste. So when it comes to refreshing feelings, this wins in the refreshing area. It's just still got that little bit of a tea bite, but it's very refreshing and really good. And that is why it deserves my number 2 spot in the refreshing list. Coming in at the number 1 spot. So this is where I have the conundrum between Hype Sauce and the number 1 spot, because Hype Sauce is raspberry lemonade. And with the number 1 spot, I picked, I know you're all probably guessing it, I had to go with lemonade as my number 1 spot as the most refreshing flavor. Everyone knows this. As a kid, everyone drinks some nice lemonade when it's really warm outside, and we all love it, and it tastes so good. So I had to go with lemonade right here, ladies and gentlemen, as my number 1 spot as the most refreshing G Fuel flavor. I don't know what it is, even drinking it next to all of these, there's just something about lemon, and when you add sweetness to it, that it just is so good. So, and lemonade is not too bitter or sour. Keep that in mind, it's one of the most healthiest G Fuel flavors because it has no artificial colors or flavors. So the taste that you're tasting here is completely natural. It's a completely natural lemon extract that they're using to get that flavor, and I think that's amazing. You know, I think this flavor is definitely one of the most closest to real tasting G Fuel flavors, and it's amazing. I love the taste. I love the refreshing note. It's amazing. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my top 5 most refreshing G Fuel flavors. Coming in at the 5 spot, guava, then Type O, then Bahama Mama, Nemesis Tea, then finally lemonade. That is my top 5. Go ahead and vote down in the description. Let me know what your top 5 is. I will leave that down below with all these flavors so you can see which flavor you like the most in your top 5. This is just my lineup. Thank you to everyone that's been using code SHOCK while it's 30% off. I think 30% off ends tomorrow or today. Not 100% sure, but thank you so much for everyone that's been using code SHOCK. Really appreciate it. Hopefully one day we will get to take that number 1 spot with the Shock Army's most refreshing flavor, because maybe if everyone keeps using code SHOCK, we might just get our own flavor. Who knows? But But anyways, guys, I do appreciate you watching this video, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks for all the likes, subs, and all the good stuff, and I'll catch you guys next. Peace out.